Alright, as you can see from here, I have all three of the current Rubik's Cube head. But I haven't done much about the Pinkie Pie one or the Spider-Man one. I've done a review and tutorial on how to solve the Transformers one, but in today's video I'll be just showing you how to solve the Pinkie Pie one, and then the Spider-Man one will be coming up shortly. But by the time you're watching this, the Spider-Man one might have already came out or have not though. But if you wanting to know how to solve the Spider-Man one, stay tuned, because I'll teach you how to solve it. And that Spider-Man one is the trickiest out of all three of them. So, in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to solve the Pinkie Pie head one as of right now. These are essentially, basically, a 2x2, which here's a standard regular 2x2, and it's not like a 3x3 mod or shape variant. So right now I'm gonna just go ahead and scramble it up, and then once it's fully scrambled, I'll show you how to solve it. Alright, this looks sufficiently scrambled enough. Let me just actually do one more turn. There we go. Alright, what I like to do first is get the bottom of the head solved. As in, like, that's where the part of it connects to the body. No. And in order for me to do that, is that I first match up the eyes and nose pieces, like these two right here, and make sure the noses are connected, sort of like this. And then after that, I look for the other two corner pieces that have that dent in it that allows you to connect it to the body of the figure. And I found one of them, and actually both of these will have some text printed on it, like engraved on it, like the copyright date and Hasbro, Rubik's, whatever. And this one got in place. So I see this one right here, and it needs to go into there, and I'm just gonna place it in. It's very intuitive. Okay, now onto the last layer. Once the first layer is done, no. The second layer, last layer, there's several different cases, like actually 8 cases that you can get for this situation right here. Where, right now, what we're doing is flipping these, all the top 4 corners up so that they're oriented correctly. And in cubing terms, that's called OLL, which is orienting the last layer. So, what that really means is that we're rotating each of the pieces of the last layer in order for them to be flipped correctly. And then after that, we do what we call PLL. And PLL is positioning the last layer, which means that we're placing each of the pieces into the correct spot. But I'm not going to teach you all 8 cases, but I want to simplify it down to a few. Case number 1 is when you don't really need to have any of the corners flipped. And in order to know that, is that the pieces with the hair, the parts of the hair, all 4 corners has to be with the hair part of Pinkie Pie, or the Pinkie Pie's mane, whatever you're going to call it, is up touching each other. So That's the key thing to know. But in this case, I'm not going to show you how to solve this particular case that I have, but I'm going to simplify it down to a few cases. So, in this case, you will need to do a few algorithms that can be done over and over in order for you to get it into the correct spot. So, here's what the cases would be. Case number 1 would be this soon case, though, where it's called the soon case. I don't know why it's really called soon case, but it's this way, where, let's say this blue is Pinkie Pie's main hair, whatever you want to call it. So, this part is where the hair sticks up. And then hair here, here, and here. So, in this case, you want to do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, the anti-soon. So, you have it, this corner facing up, but instead of it going front, 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 it side, side, side. So, and then in this case, you want to position the rotated corner, correctly rotated corner in the back left, or the back right actually, and then do R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. So there's that. And in this case is that you want to find one of the corners that facing you with the hair, and then do the soon algorithm, which is R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And that did something, but it didn't really help that much in my case. So I'm going to do it again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. So now I actually got into one, not any other cases that really need to be done, but you're going to have to continue doing it around until you finally actually get that case, though. And which I got it right now, which is R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Okay, so I got that done. Now let me show you what it would be like when you got the anti-soon. Alright, and this is what it would look like if you have a similar case with the anti-soon, with the hair piece right here, and not in front there, but on the side, side, side there. So you want to do the R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Okay, now that you've done that, and have all the pieces correctly oriented, so now what you want to do is rotate your puzzle around. Well, rotate the top layer around, and there should be like 2 cases, or well, actually 3 for this last layer, top part, which one is solved and you don't have to do anything. The second one is when 2 of these corners are actually solved, but while these other 2 are not. And then the next one is when 2 corners are touching or solved while the other 2 are not. So in this case, I have it where it's not. And there's actually 3 technically ways of doing this though, but I'm actually showing you one of the way. Well, I'm actually showing you, yeah, one of them, because it can go either way. Though, in this case, I can either do it cycling these 3 corners going that way, or I can just rotate this and then cycle them that way. So, clockwise, or cycling them counterclockwise. So I'm going to show you the clockwise version, which is this way, where here's a better analogy of how this works. So I'm going to be cycling this piece, this corner piece, going over there, while this one moves over to here, and then this one moves over there. So what I'm doing is R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2. And in order to know that, how you know what needs where, is that if you see this, where when you do this and place one corner in the correct spot, is that if the pieces need to switch around that way, clockwise, then you need to do that one. So it goes R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2. Okay, there's that. And then this next case, like I said, with the diagonal corner. So it's like this. So this blue, yellow, orange corner is all same as the red, white, and blue corner is in the correct solved spot. While the blue, orange, white, and then the blue, red, yellow corner needs to be swapped. And what you want to do is the same algorithm that I showed you earlier, which is called the A perm, and I'm not sure what the A perm really stands for, and the perm really means like permutation. A perm is like a specific case, and so you do the R prime F, R prime B2, R F prime, R prime B2, R2, until you get the situation where you need to do it, where you have 2 corners solved, and 2 corners that are solved, 2 corners unsolved that are touching each other. So, like that. So, rotate it until you need to actually get it solved. And now I'll show you what it looks like when you do it on this. So, here's what it would somewhat look like when you have the diagonal corner that needs to be solved. So, in somewhat situation, it would look like this, where these two needs to be swapped, or the other way around, where these 2 need to be swapped. No matter how you position it, it won't actually do it like that. And then have one the solved corners in the front right, and then do the the R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, B2 type thing. And then you should get a situation like you had before, where you need to cycle around some more of the pieces. So, and that said, it's not that super hard. So really, you need to learn a few algorithms in order to know how to solve this. And this is just a very simplified solution guide, because I know I can go in depth with a whole lot of more algorithms for all all 11 of the cases on the last layer. Well, technically, there's 9 cases for the last layer, and 2 of them, well, there's 11 cases total, but 2 of them don't really require any algorithm, because they are like solved by, for like OLL, you don't really need to do anything because all the pieces are oriented correctly, and then PLL is when it's completely solved. And stuff like that. But I'm not showing you all the cases for the last layer, because this is mainly for beginners, for the people who just want to learn how to solve it and be able to solve it, and not learn the full thing of algorithms to actually solve each case. But anyway, I hope this tutorial helped you out, and be sure to stay tuned for the Spider-Man tutorial, and also be sure to check out my Transformers Optimus Prime tutorial that I made a while back, and that one I got like a lot of views on it, like currently over 4,000 views, which is good. So